Hello there. I'd like to introduce you to SOSheets. SOSheets is a powerful tool within Unity that allows you to easily visualize and edit your scriptable objects in a convenient table format. As you can clearly see right here, we currently have a scriptable object named sample item. The sample item has multiple fields. It has an item name, an item ID, a dummy parent, which is a script, and a custom prefab. Also, as you can also see an overlay with exactly what that specific prefab contains. If we open it and look at the scene, that's exactly what it contains. It also supports serialization for various data types, including floats, booleans, enums, colors, and vectors. You can also serialize sprites, and for these, you'll find an overlay feature available. Furthermore, it can also handle the serialization of curves. You can serialize even more complicated data such as arrays. Also, it can be used opened from here where we can see the arrays. For example, we can reorder the columns or we can hide them.
Is it possible for us to filter by based on
Scriptable objects? Additionally, we are able to search for other scriptable objects. SOSheets also comes with some global settings by means of which we can configure how it's supposed to function, and these are also in the form of scriptable objects. We have the ability to define the specific folder where all of our scriptable objects, whether they are of the sample item type or indeed any other type, will ultimately be saved. For instance, if we were to change this setting to assets and then proceed to create a brand new scriptable object, the system will automatically place it directly into that designated assets folder. However, if we then revert our selection back to samples, specifically sample items, and subsequently create yet another scriptable object, we'll put it in sample items right here. Okay. Also, the script tool integrates very well with both CVS export and CVS import functionalities. We can export the CVS files, for example. We can export them into file number 5.
after which we will then proceed to delete them completely.
And we're going to try to re-import them once more from the very same place I exported them from file number 5. And all of these items will then be re-imported into the system. The serialization process itself is also persisted for all of the relevant fields. This exact same operation can also be performed quite easily through a dedicated REST server. Here I have a REST server built with Spring Boot Java, which exposes 3 distinct endpoints, allowing us to communicate with our tool. These endpoints are designed for security, supporting methods like none, bearer token, or an API key through which it can be properly secured. Once we've finished testing the server, we then click save. The 2 buttons are going to turn blue. Mine were already blue actually, and from here we can perform pull and push to restore and re-import our assets. You see, we can re-import them from the exact location where we had previously saved them. And then we can push to the server. They've been saved. We can delete them, and when we pull from the server, they'll be brought back. That's pretty much it overall. Also, I forgot to mention that it supports batch editing. You can edit by a specific column, like to set for all the selected items have a specific value based on a specific column. And this, I believe, is going to be incredibly beneficial, and it will truly help to significantly accelerate and streamline your entire workflow process. I want to express my sincere gratitude.